of the top 100 great players in the history of the game.
All wrapped up the Saucony Endorphin Pro 3. There it is in all its pink glory, everybody. Is it pink? Yeah, it's pink. Pinkish purple, everyone. And by the way, did I break my zipper? Yes, I did. That is a paperclip. Pinching pennies. You better believe. Inflation is high right now. We're pinching pennies, everybody. I broke this about 6 months ago, and I was like, you know what? We'll just put a paperclip on that zipper. It is a neutral road racing shoe. Okay, let's do the twist test. I'd put it medium, okay? I'm trying to think, yeah, I'd put it more medium than, yeah, right in the middle as far as the twist test is concerned. There's the stack height on your screen, and let's put it on the scale. I think we're looking at like 6.8 or 6.9 in my size. Let's see what this scale says. 6.9. Okay, so there's my score. Anything under 7, we're looking good. It's interesting. I should talk about it right now. What I'm noticing, and maybe you've noticed this as well in the last 6 to 12 months, 18 months, is that running shoe companies are starting to stuff and increase the girth, the volume of the midsoles of shoes more so in 2022, even in late 2021. So what I've noticed is that the weight of carbon fiber, did I mention this is a carbon fiber plate racing shoe. So there, you can see it there through the midsole, okay, through the outsole, I should say. There it is, all right. So they're stuffing more, probably based on science and testing in the labs, wherever they're testing these Saucony shoes. But that is going to increase the weight of their shoes just a little bit. I've noticed that over the last, let's say, 3 to 4 months, all right? Upper, we're looking at a breathable dual layer mesh, okay? Lockdown, standard score, nothing to write home about. It is a, can you see it there? Semi-gusseted, all right? Now, here I am. I'm putting Band-Aids onto my Achilles tendon after my first run. Now, that's a major flag and warning signal to me that this shoe is not going to work for my personal anatomical makeup with respect to my foot and my Achilles tendon. However, I was shocked. I took this shoe out for at least 4 runs. It might have been 5 runs. The only time that I had to put Band-Aids on the back of my Achilles tendon was the first run. I don't know what happened, but I don't know if I just adapted to it. I'm not sure. Keep that in mind if you pick this shoe up, the Saucony Endorphin Pro 3, that I did have blister issues after my first run. Remember the Nova Blast 1 and, no, it was the Nova Blast 1. What other shoe? Bottom line, you definitely don't want to be in a race, and this is definitely a racing shoe with blisters. But it didn't happen to me after the first run. All right, just wanted to make that clear, okay? So there's the overall score for the upper. I was hoping maybe for a little more padding based on the weight of the shoe through the collar of the shoe and the heel counter, all right? That's why the scores are not epic for the upper. It's fine, it's not horrible, but I think they could add a little more padding there, somehow reducing the weight of the shoe, but also adding a little more padding there through the heel counter, especially for 26.2 miles on the roads. There you have it. All right, there's my thoughts on the upper. Fairly breathable through the toe box. Fairly breathable. I think they're going to continue to advance that toe box moving forward into the future. Power Run PB. It's a PBAX polymer-based foam. Compressed beads of PBAX foam creates this lattice structure. All right. I gotta say, pretty exciting. I think it's all right. I'll just say it. It's Nike, and then it's Saucony. For me personally, with respect to the bounce, the energy return of their midsoles, more so than Adidas, more so than New Balance, definitely way more than Hoka with respect to carbon fiber plate shoes. So I think Saucony is really, cutting edge is maybe too strong of a phrase, but I really enjoy the midsole rides of these shoes. Everybody, 8 out of 10, and overall score 8 out of 10 as well, because I'm not seeing. Let's do the durometer. Let's do the bend test. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Perfect is okay, too strong, but it's like it's just right. It's not too stiff, but also it's not too weak with respect to throwing my hands back, like back. You know, it's like it's just flexing really well. Now let's do the durometer. Here we go. Let's see. I'm getting 33 there, pretty soft. Okay, let's go on this side. 34, 35. So there you have it. Okay, let's do the thumb test as well. Woo! Look at that. Can you see it there? Bounce, bounce, bounce. So again, I think Saucony's onto something. I think they're, with the makeup of their midsole material, scientifically, good job, Saucony. I don't know. I'm just to the moon. XT900 rubber on the outsole, okay. It's getting a great score because it's thin, all right. Also, I like a little, it's not a decoupled groove right there, but I like being able to see that carbon fiber plate while not getting rocks stuck. So that hole there through the midsole shining into the outsole, it's not too crazy big, which means it's not gonna get rocks stuck inside there. And it's just a very minute, thin layer of rubber on that XT900 rubber, so it's not overly thick. Oh, it's perfect. Good job there, Saucony, on that outsole fit. True to size, nothing to write home about. Just standard score. We're putting standards. All right, it's fine. Nothing. It's just fine. Along with the comfort as well. Positive is the midsole again. Oh man, it's just so good. I'm very excited. Now the drawback is that heel counter issue that I had on the first run, but I don't know what happened. Maybe it was the socks. Could have been. I don't remember the socks I was wearing on the first run. I probably should have written that down somewhere. Oh, did I also mention it's got the speed roll technology through that midsole, through that carbon fiber plate. So it's designed to propel you forward through your personal gait cycle. Everybody, there you go. How will I use this shoe? Who is it best for? Oh man, okay. I'm in a little bit of a holding pattern right now. As many of you know, I would race in this shoe. Now, all right, if you're gonna compete, Saucony, we gotta drop a ½ ounce off of this shoe. If you really wanna compete, I'll just say, with Nike and with Asics. How can we do that in 2023? We need to drop a half. Now, okay, I know that's really picking, like being very picky, but that's the competitive nature of the running shoe space, especially in the carbon fiber plate game, all right? So I'm hoping that they can continue to innovate, continue to push the ball down the court with respect to keeping that midsole, keeping that energy return, while still just shaving off a little bit more with every iteration. And moving on to that durability prediction, I'm gonna go 400. That might be a little bold, but I'm not seeing any like creasing through that midsole after. Okay, here's the mileage on your screen. I did take it pretty high. That's what tells me it's gonna go a little bit further than other carbon shoes I have tested as of late. Price point $225 standard in 2022. Keep in mind, as the scoring system continues to evolve, I am placing price points against other shoes in 2022. In 2020, 2019, that price point would have been fairly epic, actually. $250 was a fairly standard score, but what's happened, at least what I've observed, is that prices have started to come back just a little bit, where if there is a carbon fiber plate shoe in the $250 range, that's actually pretty high. So $225, fairly standard in this year, all right, as of the recording of this vlog. Everybody, other shoes to buy, Endorphin Pro Plus, all right? Now, it was hard. Brooks Hyperion 3, I really wouldn't buy that shoe over this one, but you might be interested in checking it out. Bottom line, this guy has me very excited in 2022, the Saucony Endorphin Pro 3. Speaking of which, there are the quick specs on your screen. Soak it in. 8mm drop, all right. Breathable dual layer mesh upper, all right, and that $225 price point. Now, there's the full review score, not close to, it's not 7.8, 7.9. mostly because of the upper. And I think, I don't know, this is where the price point comes in. If we can drop that to 210, 200, then we start getting very, very excited about that price point. And just trying to keep that. Now, I realize everything is more expensive in 2022. Everything from the gas to the groceries. But even running shoes, if we can continue to challenge the shoe companies to keep their prices down in 2023 and moving forward. The only sad part about this Saucony Endorphin Pro 3 is that I most likely won't be able to race in this shoe in 2022 because I have no other road marathons on the schedule this year. But I'm telling you, I 100% would pick this shoe up if I was racing in the fall. Now, would it compete? I'm just calling a spade a spade. Would it compete with Nike? I don't know. All right, it is heavier, but man, that energy return through the midsole was pretty special. Again, that Power Run PB midsole with the speed roll technology. Troy, you get the comment of the day. Thank you, Troy, for tuning in and being a member. He says, really enjoying the Pro Plus as a marked improvement over the original Pro, all right? I'll try to link to that full review down below in the description. A little hard to lace up given the unfortunate lack of a gusseted tongue, yet the lighter ride is a lot more fun. This is a terrific 5K or 10K road racer. Also, it is the first Saucony with a touch of real style. There you go, Troy. You get the comment of the day and that question of the day. Oh, man. What is, I'm dealing with a challenge right now with my leg, okay? But I also like to talk about the successes that all of you have out there because I know you're hitting benchmarks in work, in school, in family life, and yes, in running as well. So what is the most recent success that you have had? All right, this could be this could be 2 hours ago, this could be 2 weeks ago, and you can define success however you'd like, all right? I mean, oh my goodness, it could be, I don't know, it could be, I'm not even gonna go down that path because it would be here all day. So there you go, that is the question of the day. Saucony Endorphin Pro 3, full review in the books, there you have it, and maybe we could come out with a blue iteration in. They're just getting me ready for baby Kate with the pink, I suppose. Thank you, Saucony. We will toss it to the Saucony running shoe playlist. Right there, right there, right there. Saucony running shoe playlist. Right there, right there. All right, see you, beauty. Work hard and love each other. See you tomorrow.